Wazam, I appreciate you clicking the video. In this one, I'm gonna show you guys how to make a killer fucking pre-lander for your top ads that'll basically double your brand. If you know what you're doing and then you implement this correctly, it is the easiest way to get double, triple, quadruple out of your already existing ads, and then how to scale this as well with your team. I'm gonna go over that at the very end. Here's an example of the final output that we'll get, and I'm gonna show you guys how we get started with this. So the product that I decided to run this with, just to show as an example, is this right here, found no invalidated, no research. One of y'all could take this as a winner. I don't know. And I came down here and I took this ad. This is the ad we're going to use as our example of a winner. You can see 51K rev, 1.8 million views. It's looking insane, but we take that and then we go straight into Google Studio. So the version that I use is the latest one, and then you're just gonna upload that video, because the thing with Google Studio is it can essentially like watch the videos kind of and deep dive analysis if you give it the right prompts, the right systems, the right way to do it. So we throw it in there with this prompt right here. I have it inside of this case study. It's on this brand that I scaled to 750K in 63 days was the actual timeline, and it's completely free. First link in the description. I've got everything in there, SOPs, prompts, all that shit. So you're going to throw in that prompt, and it's going to ask you for your market research and all these things. Now, I don't have that. I expect you should. So you should be able to answer all the questions. So what I did is I went to the actual TikTok shop. I took the description, title, and then some reviews from it and threw it in there. And then said to find the rest of the information from a Google search as well as watching the video. So here's the final output that you get from the analysis. It goes over psychographic, core goal, boom, boom. And then the video analysis. Speaker doesn't introduce a problem. You can see it dives extremely deeply into this, a lot better than I'm sure you guys are actually doing. And you should have your team doing this as well. So you should be doing it for your winning ads, your losing ads, and building out a checklist as well as an understanding of what you're looking for with every ad. And then at the end of it, put that into your cloud as into the knowledge base so that I can integrate that into every piece of copy that's integrated. So as you'll see, optimal landing page, advertorial, or listable. We knew this based off the awareness was going to be one of those. And then it'll give you kind of the base output of what it thinks you should have. So the way that we actually generate the pre-lander extremely quickly is you're going to copy that and then go over to your quad. So this will be your brand knowledge base. I literally just made a video on how to make advertorials with this, but inside of here is going to be your knowledge base of your brand. So market research, Reddit threads, Facebook comments, psychographics, breakdowns of your winning ads, breakdowns of your losing ads, all these different things, as well as these are the 3 base documents I use in everything. This right here is podcast. Ryan Clog and Julius is tons of marketing sauce. Congruent funnels to better understand those, and then breakthrough advertising, awareness stages, Godfather of marketing. Gotta have that. And the first thing we do is we add in this prompt. Now, this is a different prompt. I'll add this to the case study after. But this one basically is on generating the landing page and copywriting and analyzing the breakdown that you're going to give it from Google Studio. You say, run this prompt. It's going to ask you a bit of information, and then just say, throw in that Google Studio one. Say, this is all the data you need. Now, it's going to more than likely ask you more questions. This is where you would give it your current landing page, so your product page. You would give it, next it's going to ask you about display URL, primary text, headline. This is so that you can make those congruent as well, because that's going to give you an extra boost. So if you do a breakdown of your Facebook ads, and you go to dynamic creative by text and headline, if you're running variations on them, you'll see that certain ones are getting spent more than other ones for specific ads. There's a reason for that. I would optimize on that. Especially if you're running pre-lander, make that completely congruent. You'll fucking rip. And then boom. You can see, you just talk to a bit, answer all the questions that it's going to ask you, so that the information that you have on the brand integrates with the analysis. What were your recent learnings from this winning ad? And then go over the final analysis. What's your offer? Then it'll spit out this. There we go. Basic as listicle, long as fuck. Not adding in this bitch either. And what you want to do is you're going to next go to, for listicles, I prefer to use Instant over Gem Pages. Gem Pages, I don't think they have templates, and Instant has actually really good templates. This is the one that I use for everything. Only changes I'll make specifically is images, of course. The copy, I'll change up the color to match the brand. And then from there, like no header, no footer, SEO page title. I'll talk about that in the last video, the importance of that as well. And then you're just going to put in your copy. So what I do to generate this quickly is I'll use Claude to screenshot the entire thing, top to bottom. And then I'll say, use this kind of structure. Y'all can probably pause and read this bitch real quick. But the real important part is for images, provide a highly detailed autistic level prompt that allow me to generate the needed image that is congruent to our landing page and goal. Here's a template. We will put our copy that you've got and just write it into it. Boom. Here's the output. Then, if you're using Arc, split tab. If you're using Google, open up 2 tabs, copy and paste a bitch in there. Done. It is extremely easy to do this. And then, of course, go in and double check this. Like, I'm not saying that this is going to be the best marketing copy you've ever seen, but it will be extremely good. So you would just go in this, use your knowledge of the brand, all the pattern recognition that you've put together, and improve it yourself. And you can spit these out fucking insane, especially once you got all this already trained into your Claude. It'll get to the point where you don't have to do all this extra stuff. But it's super simple. You can even see right here these insane prompts. These you would just copy, throw them into ChatGPT, Nano Banana, Higgsfield, whatever. Generate it. Make sure that it's in the actual cropping that you need for it, and then go on to your page builder. You're done. It's that simple. On the ad side, what you would do is you would take the ad set of, or you would take the specific ad that's your winner. You would duplicate that as well as your next 4 to 5, I'd say, top spenders below it, and run those all to this pre-lander and change the primary text and the headline to be congruent with this new goal or landing page that's coming after it. You know, I don't think that's the right word, but I'm sure y'all niggas understand. And it'll be 9 times out of 10, it'll rip. And then to integrate this with your team, what you can use is this Google Studio. You can start using it as a checklist. So what we had was every ad, before it got passed off to get uploaded in the ad account, our strategist had to use our Google Studio and this prompt as well to analyze it and decipher even if this is worth running or not. Now, that's a completely different prompt. I'll maybe throw it in the case study. I'm kind of saving it for the elite guys. And it'll spit out a checklist, okay, of your winners, your losers. And it'll tell you what to do, what not to do. And then when you start integrating this, as I was saying, with the ads that go before they're uploaded, it'll tell you just based off of all the past data if this is even going to perform or not. Like it gets really saucy. And then they would take that, they fix it up, start in there, then it'll tell them, okay, this is sticking to the pattern of what usually works, unless you're trying to test some completely new shit. And then you uploaded it, and when you're doing your feedback loop, you would use another Google Studio prompt that's doing a winning ad analysis or a losing ad analysis. That's similar to the type of prompt I just used now, where Google Studio is going to completely look through the ad. You're going to tell it what worked. If you want to get really good, you'll even throw in the ad metrics, and it'll tell you why this worked or why it didn't work, what you should do moving forward. And then you'll have a big document of all your winning ads, fully analyzed. Don't put the transcripts in there as well, because Claude can't watch the video. You'll have a big document of all your losing ads and a full analysis of it, and with the transcripts. And you'll put that in Claude knowledge base. Thing is, it becomes a fucking supermarket, bro. It's insane. But yeah, I mean, that's really all I've got in this video. I hope that was sauce. I dropped that one pretty quick. I'm trying to be more direct with the videos. But as well, I've got this full case study. It's completely free. First link in the description again. And then if you're working on scaling your brand and you want to work with me, my co-founders, as well as my team to get you to that next level, we're taking on some people one-on-one, so you can apply. It's this right here. And then as well, if you're not there just yet, I've got my free community. It's got 700 people in there, chat, prompts. I'm in there all the time, posting YouTube videos, answering questions as well. We've got some real fucking killers in there, bro. So I appreciate you guys watching the video, and I hope you all have a blessed one.